Hey everyone, my name is Bernadette Desir. I am the host and founder of the Unleashing Potentials podcast. Guess what, you guys? I'm doing something super cool and amazing, and I want you to be part of it. I am doing a adoption discussion group marathon, just like it sounds. I am looking for adoptees, adoptive parents, or anyone that has worked or is currently working within the adoption field and area. Maybe you own an adoption agency, maybe you work there. Connect with me because, as an adoptee myself, I know firsthand all of the challenges that adoptees face, adoptive parents faced, and those who are working within the adoption field. All right, and it has been on my heart like many other topics, but this one for sure, I feel the calling to do it and I feel the nudge from my experiences as an adoptee to just do it afraid, to invite others to be there for them, to show up for them, to share their stories, their journeys, their expertise, because when it comes to adoption, there's so much joy. So many challenges, so many wonderful stories that are not told. Because at times we hear about all the negative stuff when it comes to adoption. What about those amazing, incredible stories of where families are made whole, where they come together, where they support each other? Where are those stories? I think we need to keep telling them. And if we haven't told them, we need to find the courage, the strength to do so. Because believe me, from my story, from sharing my story, there are many, many, many people who are waiting to hear just one story to ignite passion into people to do the same. It's a chain reaction. So there are those who are waiting for you, and I'll be waiting for you, to share your story. Because I think our stories are so powerful. So powerful. Doesn't matter what background we're from, what language we speak, the traumas we've been through, all of us experience life so differently. And that's what makes life so delicious, to live, to watch other people thrive. All right? And there's so much lost, grief, identity lost within the adoption community that is not talked about enough. And also, there's so much resilience, so much power, so much community, so much stories and strength that deserves to be heard. And I believe that's my calling, to be honest, to make sure those stories come out. And when you share your story, it might ignite healing and passion in someone else to do the same. All right? And that's why I am committed to create a safe, welcoming space for everybody to share. That's why I don't have a niche, and I don't care to have a niche, because that's not how I roll. I want everyone to have a safe space to share. And when you join this group, you're gonna not only have the opportunity to share your story, your experiences, your joy, your trials, everything you've been through when it comes to adoption, you get to hear other people's stories. Because very often in life, you guys, we think that we're alone in our struggles, in our journey, in our pain, in the suffering that we've been through or continue to go through. All right? So whether you are an adoptive parent who is navigating how in the world I am doing this, how am I going to continue to do the adoption journey? It can be very scary, thrilling. It's like being on a roller coaster ride. All right, some days you'll have incredible days with your kids or kid, and other days you'll feel just as lost as they are. And that's why it's important to keep talking about it, to not walk around the elephant, pretend it's not there, pretend there's no issues. we need to continue to do that. All right. And I'm here. I'm here as an open book, as a vessel of love, light, to just hear people out. And sometimes that's all people need, is for us to go zip and for us to hear them out, to listen. I find that lots of us do talk, but there isn't enough listening happening. And that causes people to pull back, to not want to share, to feel shame, guilt, embarrassment to share. All right. And yeah, I've shared little snippets of my story on the podcast, the Unleashing Potentials podcast, you guys, about my story, my journey, and just how profound something can change people. And for those who didn't know, now you know. Hey, I'm an adoptee. And I'm not ashamed of it. And I know that there's so many stigma around it. What I'm finding is there's so much stigma around everything, to be honest. And it's getting to the point where I'm like, come on. What's next that doesn't have any shame or crisis tied to it? I recently did a marathon on mental health diagnosis, and oh boy, I'm schizophrenic, you guys. Well, I'm diagnosed with it. That's not who I am. I'm separate from it. But I think we need to continue to shatter those stigmas, to break down those walls, and to hear each other out. Because the truth is, all of us are struggling with something. We are. And we need to continue to empower each other, continue to listen to each other, because that's where we're going to connect and find freedom and healing, is in listening, supporting, and showing empathy. All right. So when you join this adoption discussion group, I'm going to be doing it in groups, just like it sounds. Probably groups of 4 to 6, maybe 7. And everyone will have the chance to pick a topic each week or a theme that they can talk about. If no one picks, I'll pick for them and kind of guide the conversation from there. And I'm not looking to rush this. I don't like to rush. I like to go at my own pace and take my time. And that's what I aim to do with this, is to take my time, to hear people out, to support them, to give them space and room to share, to listen. And let's say none of those categories fit what you do. Great. Still leave comments, still share what connects with you. All right. And I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of this. And I'll be sharing my adoption story as well. For those who've never heard of my story, I'll be sharing different snippets of it. And once you join that group, you can also go back to watch the impact that your journey has made on people's lives, because it's going to be very similar to the podcast process. I'm going to be sharing it on YouTube, Facebook, and little snippets on TikTok, Instagram, and Spotify. So yeah, connect with me. Email me at the podcast email, unleash2potentials@gmail.com. That's the number 2, guys. I'm going to wait very patiently to hear from you. Okay, there are others waiting to hear your story. All right, I can't wait to talk to you guys. Okay, take care. Bye.